Hi guys, my name is Michael and this is the video about my trading diary. So in this video series I am taking trades on a live account, discussing the stuff with you, the strategies and the plans for my trades, and basically I am using all of the various assets that are available on a broker's platform. So I am trading also on CFDs, on stocks, on currency pairs and on commodities. So I am basically using the assets all around, and I will start adding cryptocurrencies in the next video as well. So stay tuned, because I have a surprise for you, because I will be using some new interesting tool that most likely you will love. So but for now, let's stick to the current plan. And for today, we will be discussing the current stuff that are going on my account. So let's check the trades right now. So we have the biggest gainers, which are Nvidia, uncompatible. So basically right now our position is gaining 550 euros, so that is the biggest gainer. Right after the Nvidia is Home Depot, which was for the most part of the time the biggest gainer, but a couple weeks ago it was surpassed by Nvidia. Later the Qualcomm, which was, I think, for the longest part the stock was bouncing around the break-even point, and a couple weeks suddenly it bounced off and took off to the north, and the price rose rapidly. And right now we are the stock is yielding for us, our trade is yielding for us 250 euros around. Apple is a no-brainer as for the plan for this stock. Intel is still around break-even. Moderna, which took a big hit, we were at some point more than 400 euros on the minus side. Right now the price is bouncing off this lower level. So right now we are yielding 269 euros of loss, so yielding loss. Okay, next we have 3M, still on the plus side, Caterpillar, and Inovio, which was based on a short-term strategy. I'm waiting for this company, for this trade to hit either a stop loss or take profit, which are very tight, to be honest, but still it doesn't want to go either way, so we'll have to wait for that. Next we have our recent buys, which are Visa, PayPal and Facebook. So as for the Facebook, clearly we can see that it is the biggest winner from the previous the latest purchases. And Visa, it is a recent loss that is occurring over here, but PayPal is the biggest problem, because we received information that the earnings were disappointing for the second quarter in a row, and on top of that we have the situation with the new lockdowns that are imposed, for example, in Europe. So as you can see, the payment sector is taking a hit, as you can see, alongside with Visa stock, because the international transactions are the majority of the business of this company, of the Visa. So yeah, what I want to talk about the most is the purchase that I will be making today. And to be honest, I need to do it like in couple minutes from now, because in an hour and 20 minutes the market will close and it will be too late. Okay, but before we dive into this new purchase, let's check the earnings calendar and see what I'm talking about. You have it here, the PayPal earnings, and the latest earnings were published on November 8th, and the previous one, as you can see, both are in red. So we have a second quarter earnings that missed the forecast. And the company that I want to add to the portfolio is Lam Research. This is a semiconductor in the this is a company from the semiconductor industry, and as you well know, the supply chains, especially for this industry, are like there are none. They are teared down to the we can say low levels, if we can digress on that. So it will take a lot of time to rebuild those supply chains, and on top of that, right here we have a huge demand on products with the semiconductors. So there is a huge volume of orders that are waiting to be fulfilled, so this industry has a good perspective, and this company is very well priced, very cheap at the moment. So this might not look like a cheap price, because as you can see, we are on the historical levels. So you can see the left side, because LiteFinance started offering this stock to trade on October 2020. And if we go for the full chart of the stock price, when it started to from the IPO moment, you can see that we are over here, and clearly we are reaching the all-time highs. And the most important thing that we all know are high margins and the price to the book value if you compare it to the whole sector. So that is why I am choosing this trade for now. So let's set it. Let's make a volume of 10 lots. It will be 1% of my funds. And yeah, let's place a buy order. So we have the order opened. And yeah, so we have the position opened on Lam Research right now, added to our portfolio. As you can see, the current change is constantly growing. So yeah, we will continue this project and see in a couple of months how it will turn out for us. Right now is yeah, so far so good, we can say. So let's talk about the trades that I was taking during the week, and those trades were mostly on currency pairs and the commodities and precious metals. So let's dive into the charts, because as you can see, we made some profit. The previous USD CAD trade, which we were renewing after the breakout of the head and shoulders structure, where we made a profit. Later we were stopped out because our stop loss was too close. But I was talking about the strategy which combines two moving averages and the CCI commodities channel index indicator, and based on this strategy, those trades were conducted. So maybe let's talk about them right now. Let's close this, and from here let's talk about the first one. So USD CHF. So let's go for USD CHF right now. So basically this was the reason why I hop on this trade. So right here you can see that there was a signal for a long trade to be taken. We had first the crossover of the EMAs. The fastest EMA crossed the slowest one from the bottom to the upside, suggesting as the trend direction, and the price reversed in the direction of the slowest one, and the CCI suggested us that this might be the right moment to enter the market, because it went below the -100 line, therefore suggesting us that this will be the moment from which in a moment the price will continue the rally, and it goes in the opposite direction when we have the crossover to the downside with the fastest moving average, and the CCI is above 100 line. Therefore, it is suggesting us that the downward move will continue from that moment. So this would suggest us to entry on the short side of the market. So this trade was profitable. We can go further and analyze more examples, but I will not bore you with all of them. I will just talk about the one that is interesting, because on silver I had the situation. Give me a second, I will add the indicators. So the trades that I took were those two. So first one was over here on this candle where I was taking the trade over here, so you can clearly see that, because here I got the price went back to the slowest period moving average. The CCI barely went below the -100 line. It went back, so I entered over here somewhere on this candle or this candle, doesn't matter. I placed stop loss below the notch of this candle, and yeah, were stopped out, as you might guess, over here. But when I saw still we were above the fastest moving average was above the slowest one, and the price made a deeper pullback, and again we had the signal from the CCI that this again might be a good place, so you can try to re-enter the market. And yeah, so I did. So I did re-enter over here, and this one later, as you can see, was profitable. So basically, what I have on me by that, you not always have to be discouraged by the initial trade that will, for example, stop you out like it did over here. If the price is still, if the indicators are still signaling you that, okay, the previous one didn't went well, but here you have another opportunity. So these are my trades. It is hard to record them in real time, but I also have another account that I am trading on a daily basis, which I am publishing, well, maybe not publishing, but the results and the current portfolio, the current trades are available publicly. You can check them anytime you want. And all you need to do is to just to register on the social trading platform of LiteFinance, and then just search for Trader Michael, search for my profile, and there you can follow my trades. So yeah, that would be the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow this channel, to follow also LiteFinance on other social media like Instagram and TikTok, because I'm also posting stuff like this over there too. So yeah, be sure to check them out over there as well. And again, thank you for watching, and till next time, bye.